And welcome to another grand episode of Dots and Lines. I am here with some of my closest friends in the world to talk about manga, comics, and everything in between. So please, gentlemen, introduce yourselves today.
It's your boy, me Connell, your friendly neighborhood Renaissance man. I do all the things with all the stuff.
Hello, friend. It is Mr. Sniffles, Digger Des. His name is Desmond.
And I'm Grayson Red, a big old nerd that wants to say happy holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Harambe.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're here for you, and thank you for being here for us. We've crossed the 70 mark for subscribers on YouTube. We're gonna try to do our best to get to 100. Like I'm gonna say this in the end of the episode, but like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Let's talk about some anime. Unfortunately, a good one is gonna leave us, guys. A good one is finna leave us.
Teardrop.
Gachiakuta, y'all. It's
Mm.
official. Last episode just aired for this season, the second quarter, whatever you want to call it, and it was so good. We got a couple lore drops, we got some wholesome moments, and we also got a really cool self-insert, which I'm going to pull up in a second here. Holy shit. How'd y'all feel about the episode?
I feel like it was so good that it made me want to read the manga.
Quite
It was
literally.
so good that I had to read ahead. I had to know what happened. But it's honestly the way that the mangaka handles lore and lore drops essentially without them feeling like exposition. Like, because it doesn't feel, because like the information we got in this episode doesn't feel like it was spoon fed to us, right? It was just there. So, W.
What about you, Digga? How'd you feel?
Oh yeah, I want to piggyback off that because the whole, they're going on a field trip there to the Canvas City to look at the mural. The mural is on the ceilings and it bleeds into the walls. Pause. And then they get to the end of the mural where I forgot. Rimlin is supposed to draw right after his predecessor, and they look up. Well, because it coincides to the direct opposite of the original magician who used the ink, and lore drop with that. And one of the friends of the original magician had like the Watchmen series insignia on up in there on the mural, and that's when they said who the Undertaker was, and it has the same last name or Japanese how they do the surname whatever of of Rudo. So he's
So
and clearly yeah.
Crazy lore
that was
drop.
a crazy lore
Casual.
drop. Great. That moment when him and Engine sat up, I was like, oh, we about to see some shit. The
Mm.
fact that he has the same last name is one of the, I guess, 5 assistants or best friends of the Undertaker.
5 pieces of Exodia. I said it last week.
You did say
No,
that.
no,
Yeah.
I thought it said he was the Undertaker.
No.
Who?
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they're all. I think they said that they called them Undertakers because they were all under the original person.
No,
But
no,
Maybe
his
no,
name
no,
is
no, no. His last name. Well, he is the Undertaker.
okay,
Then it's
okay.
Shorebreak
yeah.
because the original magician was the one who did whatever. I don't know. At the end of the day, the original spellcaster Makala Eichel, however the hell we're supposed to say that fucking name, he had a whole bunch of homies. Regato, Raised, Rudo, who for whatever reason has the same last name as these folks. That's a huge lore drop. That's kind of crazy because it implies that these people have been able to go from the sphere to the ground and vice versa for a while. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that giant demon or magician, whatever they showed, it kind of drew allusions to whatever that thing was in the sky that allowed people to go to and fro the surface and the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she said when the girl got obliterated last episode, she said that thing is the Watchman. But now we're getting the lore that, and one, there's more than one insignia here, which means
Yes.
there might be more than one series that's like the Watchmen series,
I would imagine.
right? Because
Yeah.
there's what there's five of them shits.
5 altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that means you got the original spellcaster and then his homies who were all probably the first like super duper gifted givers, essentially, that became like the guys essentially.
But wait, there's more because we have this awesome self-insert
The
equipped with red hair.
mangaka.
Yes.
Oh, tough.
Shout out to
Batty.
Ray.
Listen,
Batty.
first off, I gotta say I love the all red. I love how the Hell Guard don't talk except for her, and they're scary all the time. I also love that Corvus was concerned, despite the fact he's supposed to be like super powerful.
Yeah. I didn't read his as concerned. I read it as like calm, cool, and collected. Like, why the fuck are you here, right? Like, you know you can't do anything. That's how I read it. I read it as like do something if you want to.
I thought he looked concerned when he was like tidying himself up for her because I ain't never seen him do that before.
I read it as just kind of like sarcasm almost. Like, why
Well,
you getting ready? Oh, because baddie coming.
so the whole sending of Rudo to the Canvas Town for the field trip to the other children and the cleaners. You got pacifier drain boy, whatever his name was, I forgot. And I believe Rimlin and I want to say the kaiju
Yeah,
child.
The
Kaiju
one that,
goes there.
the one that
So
smells like a blanket.
yeah, so but Corvus kind of sends them there when he got the realization that like that I'm sure that they would see that mural there. I think that was what he was trying to one get Rudo away from the mangaka here, Ray. That's not the character's
Funny.
name, but that's the mangaka's name, so I'm gonna call her Ray.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just and y'all say one was kind of like sarcastic and the other one thought it was kind of like, trying to keep, but I think because he's always knowing Corvus, like what's to come, and maybe it speaks with his vital instrument that the thing on the eye of his back. I don't know, but he definitely placed them there to find that reveal. I think he already
And
knew.
like you said, to get them the fuck away from this lady.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing. I don't think he placed them there to get the reveal. I think he sent them there to get away from her, and they got the reveal by virtue of it being there. Because the drop wasn't because he's had those gloves on around Remlin before, and she's
Mhm.
never said anything because it's such a casual thing to them. She's like, "Oh, the fuck you don't know Jerry? What you mean you don't know Jerry?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. No, Jerry one of them ones.
Yeah, Jerry one of them ones. What you mean? But she said it so offhanded, like how don't you know this is basic information? And no one put the pieces together until they saw it.
Yeah. We also got a really cool reveal. I knew she was alive. Almost good, kind of. She's chained up and someone's about to do something devious to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look at the facial expression if you can.
Whoever this character
Yeah.
is, they are nefarious, and I am scared for that little white woman who smells
Poor
apparently.
Amo, man. Poor Amo. She
Oh, it
she
never
can't
ends.
catch a break. She can't catch a break.
No.
You know what? I just saw this is gonna be a crazy lore drop. But yeah, I guess as much as the Rudo one. I finally saw this movie called um something My Real Girlfriend or something like that. This
Okay.
dude his dude he had the little sex doll, but he named her Bianca and he was like, damn, what the fuck was the name of that movie? But yeah, that's who Amo is. Like she's just
A sex doll.
yes, and yeah, unfortunately, she got. That was a. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the name of that movie by the end of this episode because I do need to recommend it. That
I
movie.
will.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So this was a great episode. This was a great season. Can't wait for the next one. I got
Cannot
you.
super super hype, especially having like seen where it's go dog is so good.
All right, don't
This
spoil it
might
for me. No,
be no,
I'm
I'm
tired
not
of
gonna spoil
spoilers.
anything.
I swear
What
to
the
God.
hell? Do I like Laquan to you? Look, it's this might be like one of my favorite series as like just the way that not only do they handle the lore, but the power system as well.
Okay. All right. Can't wait. Can't wait to see more of it. In the meantime, we have more. All right. My goat, my young goat.
Go
Oh,
beyond.
10-year anniversary. It's never over. We've got MHA. One more episode. The special, apparently. May 2nd, 2026, we are going to have an episode that's going to adapt chapter 431 of My Hero Academia. We get some more of the adult versions of our heroes. We see Deku rise up to, this has been out for a year, y'all, so spoiler. Deku, who rises up to hero number 4 in all of Japan. And a kind of conclusion to the whole will they, won't they with Ochako and Deku.
Yeah, for those who are into that.
There was so much about this chapter that I loved personally, and I was super happy with the ending before I got this, and this was like cherry on top of the cake for me. What do you feel? Here's how I feel about it. Let me go off for a second. Let me land. I feel like we're going to get a couple more specials or movies in which it shows Deku being a hero with no powers. Now, I believe that because originally Kohei Horikoshi wanted Deku to have no powers and stay like that. He was going to be a handyman and use his inventions that people seemed, thought were worthless to become a hero and become a great one. That was what the one shot was about. And he just changed it to superpowers because, like, it's easier.
Yeah.
That's what we're going with. I feel like now that he's done what he wants to do, now what he has to do, he's going to do more stuff that he wants to do. We've seen other mangaka do shit like that.
Yeah, I think the problem is, and this is I guess it's the Superman problem, but in reverse. You beat the literal devil, right? So every other fight kind of almost pales in comparison to that one. Because the fight with All for One and Shigaraki was so vast and the stakes were so big that if you lost, everybody lost. You
Sure.
can't do that again. And you also can't one up it because then if you one up it without it being like properly set up, then it just feels ass pulley.
I think they'll never do
So
that again.
yeah, no, I would hope not. So then for me, it's like when watching something, even if I know how it's going to end, if the stakes feel real, it makes me more invested in the story.
Mm-hmm.
But them having fought the literal fucking devil and won, I don't see them having real stakes moving forward. If that makes sense.
No, I feel like I'm totally with you. I feel like there's going to be more fanfare than anything. I think people have a fervor to see Deku be great. Like, I feel like people have a fervor to see Deku like really live out his childhood dream of being a hero. And as long as you get that in a competent story, people aren't going to bitch about anything else. That's how I feel. How you
Yeah.
feel, David?
I don't. If they're just adapting that chapter for the OVA, and putting a little bit shit in there, because I'm sure that's gonna be a thing that they're gonna want to appeal to, because this is what people unfortunately have been like waiting too eagerly for. But anyway, like far as continuation, I probably think we'll get one more of the movie, and I kind of get the stakes thing, but like it just depends on how that, because with the third, I'm sorry, the fourth one that just came with the Dark Might, and now how that's basically the last big three type of time we'll see them all fight together in a fashion, because that wasn't the case for the final season and how it was written. So we'll definitely probably get one more movie post, new suit Deku and hero rank Bakugo. I'm sure, but I mean, I don't think that would taint the 1 through 4 movies so far and the actual verse on how like the actual show ended. Because I mean, if they did the movie, it would just be the animation of that. Like I doubt that he'll go back and write manga chapters for it. Like My Hero is done after this. This is it being done. It's just more because they can sell it to you and keep selling it to you. It's the 10th anniversary. Like we waited 4 or 5 months after the actual end of it to give you this, even though we could have just been did it and added it in the episode. No, we gotta. You're about to miss this now, except you're not because we still got Vigilantes season 2 coming out in January. Like My Hero is about to keep going as long as it really wants to.
As much as
Yeah.
I love and respect Vigilante, it will never hit the same as like main story.
Nah,
And I
I think
love Vigilante, and I respect it too. I don't think it's bullshit. But like this is I mean, unironically, I think we use the word generational too much, but this is a generational anime. It brought so
Yeah.
many people into anime. This is this is a lot of kids' first anime, son.
Yeah.
It's
No,
Naruto for the next generation. No pun
Yeah,
intended.
100%.
100%. And when I
That's what
said the
Boruto was supposed
vigilante
to do.
thing, and it will.
Mm,
I mean,
will it though?
I feel like the Koichi people will attach themselves with the Koichi thing. Like now that Deku's gone and the My Hero story, and if people want to keep getting into it, and this is like a prelude, and you even saw however Koichi ends in the Vigilante series at the last episode of this My Hero, and they said he was on top of the like flagpole or whatever, but like we've already seen glimpses of it in season 1 with Koichi with the whole he like was actually floating, like pushing, propelling, and flying, like on some shit to save old girl. So, like, I'm sure Koichi's story only gets more better from like the actual where we are now, the anime, to the end volume and how it ends. Like, I think people will attach themselves with it, and I mean, they're not supposed to get the My Hero full like Deku and how that ended experience. It's its own. It's its own
Absolutely, it's
thing.
its own thing,
Yeah.
100%. Now,
Yeah.
I do want to talk about something else. I want to hit another generational, like the generational anime. We all know it's One Piece. So let's not bury the lead here. You guys, with come on, come on.
Bleach is also generational. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to
I
me. Don't do,
My
don't do me
favorite
like
story of
that.
all time is Naruto. One Piece has it.
I
It is
thought
what
you
it
were
is.
about to bring up Bleach. I got excited. My bad.
We'll talk about Bleach later on.
Big three energy.
Listen, One Piece just ended its first season. Clap, everybody. First season done, y'all.
1,000-ish episodes of one season.
Over 1,100 episodes to take one second. Listen, they're finally about to go seasonal. For category purposes, they literally had to make everything one season. So technically, this is the first season that ended with Egghead.
They couldn't just say part 1.
Nope. I'm excited.
Season just pissed me off. I saw that. I was like, what do you mean? I get it. I understand it. It just pissed me off. I'm like, why?
I'm really excited for this. We're literally reading Elbaf right now. The start of Elbaf, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Not the greatest, a little bit slow. What we get to later on is so amazing, though. It's such great lore drops and flashbacks and enthralls you in the story. I want to see how well Studio Pierrot or Toei, who animates them? Toei? How Toei animates them. How they
Yeah.
bring some of these fights to life.
Oh, I'm
A
excited
lot
to
of
see
people.
Loki.
I'm excited to see Loki too. I am not in love with some of these character designs because in the manga volumes they look a little cooler. I'm from what they've done with Elbaf, I mean with Egghead,
Egghead.
there's going to be really great fights and really awesome moments. So they'll make the best of what they got. I also want to mention the fact that Oda had a lot to say about what's going to go on next year in One Piece. I'm gonna say that I might come next year reading
I agree.
Jump Festa. Oda had a lot to say and he wrote it down.
Sheesh.
We are gonna make a long and short of this. He talks about, should I read it, y'all? Should I read it?
Nah.
I wouldn't read the whole thing. I would just read the section of what he said is going to happen.
So, Jump Festa, let's talk about the original Jump manga. After a long, long flashback, spoilers, Rocks goes crazy on God Valley. More like a deep dive into history, you return to the present day. And just when your perspective on Elbaf has started to shift, boom, it ends with a big, flashy finish. And from here on out, things get really intense. To that island that only a pirate king ever reached, the man marked by flames appears. Two people who never crossed paths finally meet. And those two run into each other as well. Is next year going to be a full-blown festival of encounters? The story moves at a lightning speed, but I've unfortunately gotten older. So while taking care of my health, I'll continue next year to sail through One Piece at its fastest pace yet. Steady in full force. Ahead lies a festival. Please look forward to it.
Nah, this is manga shit that he's talking about.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think for spoilers, skip ahead if you don't want to see spoilers, but spoilers. Man marked by flame, for sure Sabo.
I don't know that.
He's got the scar on his face. He has
we don't know
the
that.
flame fruit.
We don't know
Who
that.
else could it be? Luffy?
We don't know that. We don't know.
He was marked by
There's a couple people it could be.
What are the two paths that never cross?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure. Maybe Figureland and Blackbeard?
Usopp and his dad? I love Usopp. That's my favorite character. I love Usopp. Let that be known. That's my favorite character. Fun fact, same birthday as my son.
I wish they would give shouts out. I wish they would give Usopp actually like something to do other than just be like the joke.
Nigga, who the fuck are you telling? I thought Elbaf, he was about to go off. Desmond, I know that you're like, oh, okay, sure. But this was supposed to be the arc where he goes off, and he's not. So thanks, Oda.
Yeah, honestly, it's the Luffy and Zoro show.
Again.
Sanji got sidelined. Again. But yeah, I could.
Oh, no.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what are you saying?
Oda does mention the One Piece, the Netflix adaptation, his excitement about that. That is where I would start like actually watching One Piece and trying to actually following it other than watching it, let it play on is the better term for that, for the episode. So I know like at least somewhat of something. But the One Piece, I'm definitely excited about that. They said the live action for the season 2. So it is, guys posting everything other, it all umbrella One Piece. And that's just what I just wanted to say real quick. My bad.
No, you good. You think maybe one of the reasons they went seasonal with the anime is not only to give more space for the manga to get a little further, but also so that the new One Piece anime can catch up to where this one is at.
Maybe. I don't think that was the goal. I think that they probably did analytics and saw there's too many people that just refuse to get into One Piece because of the length.
Yeah, that tracks.
And I've said this before, as incredible as One Piece is, there's too many details in it that are not necessary.
Yeah.
It's a bloated manga. It's bloated. And that's okay,
sure.
because part of its charm. But do you remember the time that we spent with those two random dudes that happened to know Zoro that were also like hunters or whatever? You probably don't, and that's fine.
No.
Because they cut them out of the live action and changed nothing with the story. There's a lot of details in the manga which are fun, but don't matter. It's just Oda riffing, and that's cool. And
The
that's really
entirety of
cool.
Thriller Bark,
Thriller Bark
all
didn't
of
need to be as long as it was.
all of Thriller Bark. We didn't need any of it. But yeah, yeah. I just want a God Valley movie. Give me the Rocks chapters
No.
and a movie. That's
Yeah.
all I
Well,
want, and I will die happy.
that's what people are saying he's alluding to. They have an anime movie on the way, and he's saying that's not going quickly enough. We like really need to hurry. I would imagine it's the God Valley movie because if they're animating on schedule for the show, they probably
Mhm.
need the movie to be done at a certain times when things don't get spoiled or have to be put out of order. I would imagine.
I said it episode 3. That's all I want from One Piece is a God Valley movie.
We could get it. We could get it.
Here
I
we are,
stand on it.
Those,
25.
those God Valley
Mm.
chapters were next level. We
Oh
saw a lot of
boy.
cool shit.
I didn't like how it ended though. With the way rock shit ended,
I didn't mind it.
which I'm not gonna get into spoiler territory again, but I just
Yeah,
yeah,
whichever you come up.
yeah,
Speaking of cool shit,
we'll get there.
DC is always cool shit.
We're moving from manga chapters to American comics because we're Americans. Fuck yeah. Can I get a fuck yeah?
America.
America.
Yeah.
DC Next Level has officially released 3 of the creative teams for their books, one of which being the Lobo book.
Hype.
Lobo, which I'm very excited for, is going to have Scotty Young writing it and
Mm.
Jorge Corona drawing. I'm going
He's
to
lost his
assume
immortality, hasn't he?
we don't know that. We don't know that. Here's the cover, though.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Just
That's what
glad
we
it's
need.
not skinny Lobo again.
Okay, it's nice to see that next level right next to it. No more all in.
Nope. We're on a new stage now. We're in a new era.
Mm.
Well, it's funny. They talked about how this is a phase of All In, but whatever. I don't care. This is going to be great because Scotty Young is a good writer. He writes energetic stuff, and Lobo is all energy.
Mm-hmm.
And the artist Jorge Corona, he's known for these cool, bombastic, charismatic characters. He was actually just drawing Transformers, and it was so fire.
What Transformers book?
Transformers for Skybound.
Oh, lit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, this is so cool.
Yeah. It tracks though for Lobo. Like it makes sense.
So how do you
Yeah.
feel is going to be the difference in what they want to focus on storytelling wise from All In the Next Level with these based on the writers' names, and you're definitely well versed in knowing all those names because as a first year for real Wednesday Warrior, you say some of these names and some of them mistake like Dan Moore. Shout out to the yeah,
The fucking
like
GOAT.
yeah. But like, how do you feel? Because Absolute's thing is diversions and subversions.
Yes.
I'm sorry, and
Mm-hmm.
I felt like All In was more of like based on what I read off of Aquaman. They really wanted to, give those characters a lot more. I don't want to say depth, but like, um,
I want to say, not to cut you, I want to say it was like a reestablishment of characters that we give a fuck about.
yeah.
That's how
That's
I
fair.
felt All In was. Like people like literally going all in. Like, let me put a lot of cool ideas, everything I have into this specific character. Like you said with Aquaman, he got water powers. He has to deal with his dark side shit. He has to deal with having a kid that's grown. He's doing all of these things at the same time. He's basically damn near God power. That's like a whole bunch of reestablished things. While the core of the character of him still being a king, balancing his worlds is still there. Right?
Yeah.
I think
Um,
by that logic, when you look at Next Level is going to be that, but to the extreme. But with the characters that we don't really get to look at too often.
That part. Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah,
Said
the
it
other
great.
two names definitely
Yeah.
support that.
Yeah, because I do think that the effects of DCKO will affect the characters moving forward. I think that was one of the things that they had mentioned is that Lobo has lost his immortality now.
Mm. You can tell. I think you're probably right. Actually, I think you're 100% right. Batwoman is another thing that's coming up. We talked about this. I was actually at the panel, New York Comic Con, for having such a great DCKO panel. Greg Rucka's coming back, writing one of the great wrongs of DC. Don't need to get into that story. And he has a great artist by the name of Danny.
Best one so far.
Drawing the
Yes,
fuck out of this.
yeah.
That shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. And here's a look at some of the interiors.
Oh yeah. Yeah. See.
Oh, that book gonna be nasty.
Yeah.
Who's she fighting?
I don't even know, dog. I don't know. I'm gonna find
I'm
out.
here for it.
But she cunty,
Yeah.
though.
She is cunty.
Cunty.
Tap in.
Fuck it.
Crazy.
And then we have something for the boys.
Hey man, that's a whole section of dots and lines, man. Just because we all are men up here, don't mean.
We are well cultured.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Autumn been on the podcast twice.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a fact.
Yeah, they put the whole the Deathstroke, the Terminator.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I love
the whole moniker.
Go ahead, King.
Pop off.
Stop playing with my nigga Deathstroke. It's not Slade. He's not somebody that only fucks with Teen Titans. He is a world-class piece of shit assassin. He ain't no hoe. I am so glad they're bringing it back to grassroots and having Deathstroke the Terminator. Apparently, from what they said in the panel, Deathstroke is going to be showing off why he's the greatest assassin. He's going to be running around marking shit.
I'm here for it. I'm here
I
for
want to
it.
see that cover. Where you ain't got it?
I got you. Why do you think I come with the cover? Come on, big dog.
So far, Batwoman is still number 1 right now.
Shit, I don't know.
That's close. That's close. That's fire. That's close.
What Jabber say? What Jabber say?
Who's me? I can only get so erect.
I can only get so erect. I can only. Yeah.
Listen, the 12-year-old boy in me that saw Deathstroke beating the dog shit out of Robin and during the Teen Titans episode is very excited to see him with 2 swords on his back, a gun with a beam on it, and what appears to be some form of AR-15 in his right hand standing over a whole bunch of dead bodies. I like that. I want that.
I'm here for it. I don't want Deathstroke trying to be an anti-hero.
No,
I want Deathstroke creating waves and bodies, just bodies everywhere. That's all I want.
Do you think God, shout out to Next Level, because now that the success of Daredevil Born Again, you got Punisher appearing in Brand New Day, do you think this is like, out of all the names that we because we could have picked anyone here, you think that was a direct correlation?
You think because Punisher is going to be in Brand New Day, that they're working with Deathstroke and Lobo?
Just the resurgence of the original essence of the character, the Punisher, though.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I personally would say no, because right now Marvel isn't like, yes, they still have a large share of the market or whatever, but a lot of fans are genuinely unhappy with Marvel.
Yes.
So even with the announcement of the Punisher being in Brand New Day, I don't think that this decision for them to emphasize Deathstroke and Lobo and Batwoman had anything to do with that. Okay. I think the Absolute Universe had something to do, like they made the Ultimate and then they made the Absolute Universe to kind of combat each other. I think those two things have something to do with each other. But like this, nah. I think they, like Justin said before, they're just trying to expand.
Yeah, Scott Snyder, the GOAT, said that he
that's part of his name, quite literally.
When I see him, every time I've seen him, next time I see him, I'm gonna be like, "You're the GOAT," and just walk away. He said that, I think I've said this on the pod as well. They exceeded all their margins for DC with Absolute Universe the 3rd month into the year. So he's using this. Yeah, I know this money that they're getting in that they can afford more budget to expand and have different characters and different creatives spotlight something they want to do. And he said he just asked people what they wanted to do. So it wasn't from the higher ups that were like, yo, we need a Deathstroke. It was him talking to niggas that have cachet and pool, be like, yo, what do you want to do? And I think that's when you get the best stories. When you have creatives just like going balls deep and going all out on what they really like.
He was like, I got a bag, we got a bag. You do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Got the return on investment and put it back into the crack cocaine.
Yo.
Like,
Yo, the
whoa,
re-up is
what are
crazy.
we doing here?
The re-up
This
is
the
crazy.
return of investment. He
Yeah.
said off of 3 months. That means how many out the year? 9
months out the year.
Yeah, that just collecting bag to pour
Yeah.
into more crack cocaine.
This nigga, hey yo, this nigga Scott Snyder moving like Freeway.
Yo, for
like the real
real.
Rick Ross.
For
Nigga moving
real.
crazy.
He said, I get it right off the boat.
This is wild. I'm excited.
Yeah, but we make jokes about like 3/4 of the year being pure profit that's good for an industry. It's great.
But even outside of that, just like as an artist, right? As an artist, when you are the big homie and you're the one that's leading all the stuff, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You're supposed to pour back into the big thing. Like you're supposed to take what you get and bring it back. And I feel like, especially within comics, like you don't get that. A lot of people kind of like make their shit and then they go. And then they go up or they go down or they do what Bendis did. But like for him to be the GOAT that he is and is still in a position to help other people and still chooses to help other people and not take that on himself and say, I get a blank check to do whatever I want. He's like, nah, we get a blank check to do whatever we want. Like,
yeah, a pillar of
and
this
that's why
community.
he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Don't get me to glazing Scott Snyder because I can start talking all day. But you're 100% right. You're 100% right, Phil.
The Church of Scott Snyder.
The Church of Scott Snyder. I would be in attendance.
Man, this
Praise
is
be his name.
bro. We are over here talking about heat, bro. I feel hot. from
Talking that heat,
animated
man.
now, even with these trailers.
It's GOAT talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a trailer that had a whole bunch of people buzzing. One which I was spoiled for.
Don't show me some
Doomsday
bullshit.
Trailer.
And you show me some bullshit.
All right.
Basuda is sorry.
Okay. We gotta talk. So for a lot of people who may not watch this trailer, spoiler, it's a mini trailer. It's an image or a video of Chris Evans, the original Captain America from the MCU, in a motorcycle holding a baby. That's the long and short of it. And the end credit saying Captain America returns, Steve Rogers returns, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. I love Chris Evans. I love Captain America. I love the trilogy. I don't like moving backwards. I don't like it. To me, it shows that they have like little confidence in their cast. It shows that they are begging for people to come back instead of showing people why they should come back. It also screams regression to me, okay? Because what are we going to do after this, right? You're making such a big to-do about Chris Evans coming back. Let's say that they actually get him to come back and they push away Sam Wilson, which I'm not a fan of. What are you going to do with another movie of just Captain America? Do people really feel in this economy, in this movie market that we're in right now, where people just watch less in the theaters, that's going to be the code to bring the MCU back to its former glory? Is that what niggas is really actually thinking? Go ahead. Because I have more thoughts. Go ahead.
Desmond, you want to go?
Yeah, the guy was gonna say the countdown was cool. That's in live time, in real time. I'm sure they're gonna keep dropping these trailers. Spoiler alert. That's all I'm gonna say about that. About characters that lied and said that they weren't gonna be in the movie when clearly we knew the fuck that they were gonna be in the movie. That's basically the long and short of it. Yeah,
They're being kind because I'm avoiding spoilers, and they've got spoiled, and they don't mind being spoiled, but I do. So thank you for being so kind to me.
Can I say
even
something?
then, it's just gonna be what this is, but the equivalent with that. It's just 15 seconds of cool. We already knew that person was lying. We already knew that they were gonna be in the movie. Yeah. None of this is new.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, Phil, go ahead. Go ahead. Talking shit. Talking shit.
My problem with this is one, it's ass pulley, right? And I hate an ass pull. The reason they're doing this is because when did Endgame come out? Like what, 5 years ago?
Damn, they're 6 now.
6 years ago, all these stories ended and they had no plan moving forward, and they were just throwing shit at a wall, but they weren't doing it the correct way. There was no overarching plan like it was with the first Avengers saga, which was to get to Thanos, beat Thanos. That was the goal of the 10 years of the Marvel Universe that controlled the cultural zeitgeist for 10 years. And then after that, they had no plan. They had no idea what they were going to do, and they were just doing shit. They were just doing stuff. Because none of the stuff is joined. You know, Wonder Man is coming out in like a week to 2 weeks. Have you seen anything about it?
They're dropping it all the same day.
Other than it's all dropping at once, not parts. And
they did the same thing with Ironheart. And I'm not saying it's a thing, but it might be a thing. My point is like Marvel doesn't know what they're doing, and they just keep doing stuff, and they keep treading old water. That's why they brought Chris Evans back to be like, look, it's a face you recognize. Remember, you like this. I feel like I'm being gaslit.
Because you are.
Like, it's sorry. Well, it's like for me, I'm over it. I'm over it. Not only are the comics ass now, but now the movies that have created so many new comic book fans are literally spitting in their faces by saying, hey, remember all that stuff that happened over the last 5 to 6 years and then the 10 years before that? None of it matters. None of it's real because Chris Evans is back. And what's even fucked up from a story standpoint, that means, and he kissed Peggy Carter, didn't he? Not Peggy Carter, the niece of Peggy Carter.
He did, yeah.
Right? Which would be his like niece.
Yeah. He didn't know he was gonna go back in time.
Yeah, but Peggy Carter's niece would have met old man Steve Rogers.
Possibly.
So that means she knew.
We don't know that. When it comes to timey-wimey shit, I don't even think about that shit. I don't know. Go ahead.
My point is like when you introduce elements like that, especially without a plan, it's not a good look. And I'm tired of seeing Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and motherfucking Chris Evans, and the rest of the people that are coming back because they don't know how to write new shit.
Actually, yes, that's what I was about to say. This is the example and direct comparison to getting that return on investment and not putting it back into the crack cocaine. This is how not to do it. Actually, you got the
bag. As a wise man once said, I fucked my money up. Now I can re-up.
You know what I mean? Marvel has fucked its re-up up.
Twice in 6 years. How you fuck up that many times?
Listen, by the way, Endgame dropped April 29th, 6 years ago, 2019. So it's been over 6 years.
And even still, this was something Justin pointed out where he was like, Captain America's arc ended. He passed the torch down. So why
more trailers. More trailers. Shout out to Marvel. More trailers.
Here's the thing that bothers me though. This is a person who like has read probably thousands of Marvel comics at this point. And I love Marvel comics. I do so much. The problem with the comics at times is the fact that they're always gonna go back to the status quo. That's what made the movies so special. You know what I mean? That was just part of the movies that really, because they had to progress, right? They can't keep the same actor forever. Contracts are going to get too big or they're going to get too old. For you guys to go back to square one, I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt and just hope that this is just going to be a cameo for a movie or two, and he's not going to be the main character, Captain America, in these movies. I'm going to hope for the best. If that is not the case, and I don't mean this hyperbolically, Marvel Cinematic Universe, as we know it, is done.
Or they're gonna tease him and tease the other people that they teased, and then what's gonna happen is they're gonna kill them very unceremoniously. They're just gonna kill them, and then introduce like, oh no, we need a new team of heroes to save everything because the old ones couldn't do it. Here's your new Avengers, and I'm gonna hate that more. I'm gonna hate that even more.
There's just so many ways you can fuck this up. It's that I wouldn't touch it. Like, it has to be a perfect script because, like you said, they can either kill them unceremoniously or bring them back for a fake pop. Because let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something. All these fake ass fans that just want to relive their 20s and late teens and see Captain America on the screen again as Chris Evans, they're not going to consistently go to the movies, bro. They're going to wait for that shit to stream. Y'all aren't going to get the pop that you guys are really thinking. You can't rely on cameos. It has to be good stories that have legs. It sucks. It sucks you can't just shit out a $1 billion movie anymore. But that is the movie-going audience that we have now. COVID changed things. It is what it is.
I think my biggest issue with it is that they don't focus on actual storytelling anymore. Their focus is how do we get from point A to point B?
I don't want to say that because I thought Thunderbolts was good storytelling. I know you're not a fan of that movie, but I did think it was good storytelling.
No, it's not. It's not so much that I don't think it's good storytelling. It's good as a standalone story, but it's not a standalone story. It's a part of a bigger story, but it's not part of a bigger story. If it was a standalone just by itself over here, like Moon Knight was, like Loki is, like the Deadpool movies, cool, fine, that's okay. But the fact that they said this is part of the overarching thing, and then for it not to be part of the overarching thing, like Ironheart, like Wonder Man is probably going to end up being, then like, what's the point? Why it's filler. It's filler. It's anime filler. That's what it is. I think that's why I hate it, because it's filler. Or at least it feels like filler.
No, it's not gonna be filler. They're gonna make sure this is canon. They're gonna make sure you pay attention to this.
Well, I mean more so like the TV shows that have happened over the last 6 years. That stuff feels like Moon Knight was great, but it's a filler arc.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
because it
get
doesn't.
what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I came to the point as I was talking.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
No, I feel like Ironheart isn't that. That's directly. If anything, that's the one that they.
I actually have to. Yeah. I think it's Ironheart is quality and it's slept on and probably shitted on because of, like, let's be honest, some racist reasons, right?
Yeah.
But also until Marvel like shows the money where their mouth is and has her become part of the greater narrative, I don't want to say it's Phil. I don't quite agree with that, but I get the sentiment that Phil is saying. Like, it, unfortunately, you could take Ironheart out completely right now, and right now it wouldn't change much with the course of the MCU.
Yeah. Same thing with and I get Loki was supposed to set up the Kang thing, but
them niggas ain't do that.
Yeah, so now Loki is filler. The story don't matter. Deadpool doesn't matter. So at that point, it's like, why am I? Secret Invasion was one of the best things Marvel has done. It literally one of the best comic book stories I personally ever read. That was different, and it just didn't matter.
That was Bendis at its peak, and they definitely shit the bed with the show. Listen, man, I'm going to stay positive. I haven't watched the movie, so maybe they have the perfect script, and this is going to lead perfectly. I really hope it does, because this can be very bad very quick. To all these short-sighted fans that are like, oh, this is great, they're bringing everyone back, stop. I mean, I don't even want to hear it from you niggas. You guys don't watch good movies when they're out, so whatever.
And 12/18 is when the trailer is coming out, the official trailer.
12/18 is the movie.
Yeah.
What?
2026.
Yeah. Oh,
It's coming next year.
You can't be serious. You can't be serious.
It's a year away. Yeah, it's a year away.
Yeah, they got that. Yeah, because the countdown leads into the movie.
Yep.
Yeah. But
speaking of counting things down, niggas is playing games over here, and we're counting down the days till everyone dies. Did y'all see that JJK trailer?
Yes. Yes.
Yo, it's been a while since I read this. Why does Gege hate Yuji so much?
He hates his MC.
He hates him so much, he brought back the original one to murder him.
Chapter 0 MC versus Chapter 1 MC. Crazy.
Listen, Culling Games is great. It definitely finishes in a way that the pacing is off. But those first, I would say, like 30 chapters are incredible.
Mm-hmm. I actually think it lends more towards anime than it does in the manga.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You know, they could fix some of the pacing issues by just combining some of the chapters, and yeah, absolutely could. For those of you guys who don't
episodes.
Know,
they can definitely pace. They can definitely pace for 26 episodes.
Well, there's a lot of fights, so I wonder which ones they're either going to skip or condense.
I think they're
going to expand. I think they're going to expand everything.
For sure. That was going to be my question. I only know the Culling Games. Spoilers, manga thing. The only reason why I know about asking this question is I think that within 26 episodes, are we not going to see like Gojo Sukuna? Is that not a thing?
No.
That's definitely not. Isn't that Culling Games though, right?
That is,
but that's the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
That fight is probably gonna have its own season.
That shit might be a movie, nigga. I don't know.
Yeah, I would fucking hope so. Oh my god.
Word.
Oh
well, that was my question. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Bonding Val after Bonding Val.
This is an iconic scene. Maki going to work on some folks.
My baby. The baddie.
We also have
Muscle Mommy. I'm here for it.
Hakari, the gambling addict.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, we don't. Never again. Hakari, in a lot of the volumes, he has purple hair. But in this one, he has blonde.
Okay.
People want him to have purple hair, and they're hoping when he uses domain expansion that he also has purple hair. Here's the thing that people forget about Gege. He's literally colorblind. So he might have just been fucking up every now and again. So whatever he is in the anime, that's what he is officially.
But don't they? Doesn't they changed things, like, because wasn't Naruto's Rasengan like yellow?
No, or was it? So here's the thing about Naruto, right? Naruto in the manga specifically, everyone has a different color when it comes to their chakra.
Yeah.
They made a decision in the manga, maybe in the anime, maybe because they didn't have enough information, just to make everyone's chakra blue, and then they just stuck with it.
Got you. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking of.
I know the Susanoo for Kakashi, I know in the manga was a different color than the anime. So, but yeah. Shit happens like that, like, you know.
It happens like that. But specifically, it's a weird case with Gege, the mangaka, because Yuji's hair was originally blonde as well.
What?
And then there's manga chapters and like shit like where he has blonde hair or dirty blonde. It's not pink. But I don't.
Looks cooler with pink hair.
I agree. I agree. So he could have maybe either he started with blonde and then he accidentally made it pink, or he wanted pink and one or two times he made it blonde. It happens. Like colorblind people literally can't see it. So it is what it is. But just to let you guys know, don't bitch at me. If he has blonde hair, that's how it was always supposed to be.
Appreciate the clarification.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
That's what losers like me do when I research my favorite mangaka. This is going to be an incredible season.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shout out to Angel.
This is a very important character. We're not going to spoil everything for you, but pay attention to this Angel. She will be very important.
Yes.
All right.
Shit, I
Let's
love
talk
her.
about
Yeah.
let's talk about something that is near and dear to Phil's heart. Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War. We're finally getting the end of this.
Yeah. Yes.
This is the most stylized big three, one that was done dirty for a long time that people hated on. I remember you niggas. I remember you bitch ass niggas talking about my goat Ichigo like he was some hoe. Now look at him styling on you with the crazy animation, with the wild artwork.
With the
Rolling out the
horn
red
of-
carpet for this nigga with the horn of salvation. You tell him, digga. Bleach is coming back in full force. We're going to get some insane fights. And my God, he has never looked better. I mean, guys, have you ever seen this animated? I haven't.
No.
It's man.
I'm so excited for this. Like, so out of the big three, Bleach is my favorite. And finally being able to see it done justice and see like the ending animated, because it just kind of ended. Just
Yeah.
it ended after Waco Mundo, and then they just didn't pick up the rest of the manga. But to finally see it animated and to see it animated so well, and also for them to be doing like a damn near one for one for all the chapters and all the beats of the things that happen that are important is, yeah, it's getting its just desserts and what it deserves.
The life points lowering when I heard just desserts. No, man, I'm glad it's getting its flowers because it's definitely not a hiatus because the manga ended, but the anime just disappeared into thin air until it came back. They definitely looked in retrospect like, you know what, this is a beloved part of the culture, the big three like of anime and manga. Like, let's go ahead and put in as much as all the other ones put into it for this last final part of the story. Like, I don't know what Bleach's original filler count is. I'm sure it's lower than
It's high.
this. Yeah, it's got to be lower than Naruto though, for sure,
Way
right?
lower than Naruto. It's not even
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
comparable.
yeah. So, you know, for them to do this part of the story, which is still all Bleach in the manga. It's not, they didn't change the name and do like the Dragon Ball Super, even though that's still all Dragon Ball as well. So like
Yeah.
they just took that part of the story and gave it its flowers. And I'm glad in 2026 it's finally gonna be over for anyone who invested in it and wanted to wait until the animator finished the story. Didn't want to read the manga or whatever. Like, now you can watch this and then go back and then experience so many other different kinds of ways. Like, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm
Also,
reading here that there's 163 total filler episodes
damn.
That
out of
total is
360
yeah. I'm
out of
about to applaud
366.
that. Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Good for
please.
Bleach. But I think that the end of Bleach could not have come out before this current generation of anime, because anime is a lot darker now than it was. The themes are a
Yes.
lot darker. A lot of the subject matter is a lot darker as well. Like Yuji literally committed a side in Shibuya. Like literally did that and then had to reconcile with that. And that's just part of the story and that's part of his character growth.
I
And I
reconcile with
think that
Kratos now.
but I think that needed to happen for I think we needed anime like that, which already is present in the manga, and Bleach inspired JJK, but JJK had to come out first, and the current
Yeah,
generation of darker anime had to come out first for Bleach to get its flowers now.
for sure, for sure. And it's getting its flowers in the best way. People are excited. I know a lot of people at the card shops I go to, they're always talking about like, yo, are you caught up with Bleach? Are you caught up with Bleach now? It's got us captivated. As it should.
It's even got a son, a direct son.
Yes.
It sure enough does. Boy, oh boy. I don't know about you guys,
Three of them things.
Three of them things.
things.
Mm.
Look at my boy. We have the Black Clover trailer talking about season 2, which is crazy hype. Whether you love it, whether you hate it, this was when Black Clover started getting some real respect.
Mm.
Yeah.
Them going into the other the Land of Diamonds.
Clover Kingdom?
No. They left the Clover Kingdom to go to the. I want to say it was the Diamonds or Spades.
This is after the triad, right?
Oh, Spade Kingdom. No, this is the
Listen,
end of that.
Forgive us. They're going to save Yami and they're fucking shit up.
Yeah.
All right, niggas. Woof. What this nigga does, what this nigga just doing to people, devious. Vice Captain Knocked is a nasty nigga.
Yeah.
He's a nasty nigga, son.
Spoiler, shout out to Leva too. Man, it's gonna be a lot with Black Clover, man. It's I kind of forgot where they left off too, far as the anime goes for season 1. I know we had that Yami and Asta moment versus
When they're fighting Dante?
as I think that was his name, yeah.
I think that's
Bone, Soul, and whatever magic. Like that was crazy. That was crazy.
Crazy.
This art, listen, Yuki Tabata is so good at art, it makes me mad sometimes. Like, God, you're gifted. Sometimes he just says, fuck paneling. I'm just going to draw something really cool. And you remember, he's one of them ones. We don't talk about him enough when it comes to his art.
Yeah, everybody wants to talk about how the story's so similar to all the other animes that came before, but like just enjoy the actual story though. It's got enough differences and nuances to where you can enjoy that and shut the fuck up.
I mean, it's got a lot of
yeah, but we just call this
from some other stuff.
Though, but it's got a lot of Naruto, influence. But that's okay because it came after both of those,
You know what will always haunt?
Yeah.
You know what will always haunt Black Clover is the editors hyping it up, saying they want it to be the next Naruto. They should have never said that shit out loud.
Yeah, nah.
They should have never said that shit out loud.
I think that it does do original things with the concepts and tropes that it built upon. So, like the whole Wizard King thing with the time magic, and then that whole situation, and then
that was next level.
Yeah, it's like they're doing cool things with concepts that already exist. So it is kind of a criticism of it that it takes those things and it continues to when it gets later into the thing with the spoilers for anybody who hasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like it still continues to do, but it doesn't have to do that at the stage that it was at when it was still doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
the
hyped.
Baddest bitch. The baddest bitch.
The baddest.
I want to say though,
mommy, for real.
That's a muscle mommy. I love me personally. I love that Yuki Tabata wears his influences on his sleeve, and to me, from what I've read, we can differ on this. He subverts the expectations at the end. He'll zig when you think he's gonna zag. And I appreciate it. Like what happened with Yami and his sister.
Yeah.
Niggas didn't see that coming. Niggas didn't see what happened coming. You know what I mean? Captain Yami actually getting, I don't know the last time that, the main protagonist's teacher has gotten captured before. The Yami retrieval arc was something that I haven't read in this current age of manga.
JJK?
Yeah, but before that, let me give that to you because that was happening around the same time. I gotta give that to you actually. That was around the same time. Back to say Gojo. Fair enough. But I like the way that it happened here, bitch. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. It was better to me than what happened with Gojo.
Don't say that to people.
Them niggas could argue with their mama. It was better. Because they didn't actually save, never mind. We'll see it in the season, but they didn't actually, go get him. They had to break
trying to
into it.
Yeah, they did. That's the thing. That's the thing where it makes a difference. They actually ran up in somebody else's house. They
Yeah,
broke the door
dog.
down and grabbed their dog.
Yeah, like they
That
went
was
in there,
gangster.
guns out. They had no choice,
Yeah, they
but
didn't.
they just kind of say it, go Joe, kind of.
No, they used magic chicanery. Well, listen, let me
Yeah,
not. I don't want to show JJK. Shout out JJK. But the reason
yeah,
why I personally loved what they did with the retrieval arc of Yami and the dude from the Golden Dawn is niggas was coming back trying to get it back in blood. All right. Was not fucking around whatsoever.
Yeah.
He was trying to catch all the bodies. He didn't give a fuck. He had a chip on his shoulder. All right. I think from the moment that Asa stepped in to the moment he got done, he was constantly fighting. He was constantly catching fades. All right.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
Niggas in the Black Bulls were not chilling, laughing, having a good old time. Like this was not an adventure. This was a mission. And they was finna die behind this shit. The stakes were high the whole time. And they get out.
Yeah.
Spoilers, they get out. But by the skin of their fucking teeth, everyone was down to their last breath.
And it also upped the story too. Like
Yes.
the stakes were very high, and then it upped the stakes a second time and was like, well, actually,
Bro, I can't wait to relive this.
2026 is already crazy, man. Like just from things we didn't talk about. Most of the stuff that we did talk about is that like JJK is 2026 start of the year January. We said that was heavily influenced by Bleach. That's gonna get is just due in 2026. We got Black Clover coming back after the same, not as lengthy, but type of deal as its literal father, like the Bleach. How that kind of went, and coming back with the anime. 2026, Fire Force is ending, and that's the same year right after we get the ending of My Hero. Like I felt like always my Hero, Fire Force, and Black Clover were the three of the newest of generations. We could probably put some other, names in there too, but JJK is kind of more in the Demon Slayer like generation. Like it's a little bit after My Hero, and I might have the timeline a little bit wrong in that, but I feel as though they're in the tier after the Black Clover, MHA, and the Black Fire Force.
Yeah.
yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They would be the third if we're going like the big three.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z in that class would be one. Big three would be two. My Hero and them would be three. My
Yeah.
Hero Black Clover and them would be three, and then four would be JJK, Chainsaw
Demon
Man,
Slayers.
Demon
Yeah.
Slayer. Yeah. So currently we would be in like the fifth generation. Whatever's coming out next would be the fifth generation. So that'd be like Kagurabashi would be fifth generation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
niggas was talking about Shonen Jump. So, everything what's gonna happen to Shonen Jump? They're gonna keep winning.
Facts.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep winning.
Facts. They don't lose. They don't miss. They don't miss.
But I have been giving a lot more respect to Kodansha though. So yeah, man. Shout out to Gachiakuta, shout out to Fire Force. They're gonna do Soul Eater again. They're gonna give it the full medal. I already know that. It's gonna get a brotherhood
Oh
treatment.
fuck!
It has to.
Dog, the manga is
It has to.
so good. When I tell you the manga is good, I mean it's one of the best manga I've ever read.
Two Pete.
Yeah, like
Two Pete
it's
for
like
sure.
the what like the anime doesn't do it. It's literally Full Metal. It's the Full Metal Alchemist story. Like the anime is good, but the manga is so much better
Yeah.
that it makes the anime look like trash.
Shout out to Kodansha, man.
Shout out to Kodansha.
Shout out to Kodansha. Listen, there's actually like for those of you guys who don't know, we are recording this early because like Christmas Day is usually that's the day when we usually would record, but niggas got families, so that's not the day we're recording.
Crisis.
This came out flawless though, the low key.
This was a good episode because there's so much stuff to talk about. There's so much stuff to talk about. Low key, this would be the perfect week for us to have an episode where we talk about new comics, but I might do a live stream because there's mad stuff that I don't want to.
Hey,
miss.
after the holidays live stream, we're gonna tap into it by then. Because this episode is still gonna come out on Sunday, but yeah. Y'all can tap in. Well, we
Yeah,
definitely on the road to that 100 subscriber. Fool. This shit crazy from 70 to
100
100. Let's
subscribers.
run it up from 70 to 100, man. Like, share, subscribe, all that shit. Oh, recommendations.
Let's do recommendations real quick, y'all. So what y'all got? What y'all got?
Recommendations. So I watched the last episode of Gachiakuta last night, and the shit was so good that I started reading the manga, and I was up to about 2 a.m. reading like 100 chapters.
It
I
ends
read like
at
100 chapters
chapter
of manga
86.
last, huh?
Yeah. It ends at chapter 86, where the episode ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever 86 minus whatever the fuck they're at now, like 158 or some shit.
Yeah.
I read a
Jesus.
bunch of chapters last night in one go. That's why when we were talking about Gachiakuta, I forgot where it ended and where I started reading again.
Just overloaded.
Yeah,
Overloaded, overstimulated.
That's
yeah.
fire right there.
But it's
Seems like you're
so
ready.
good. The lore, the storytelling, the way that the mangaka crafts there and literally brings all these concepts together, and even some things that feel random as fuck. Everything makes sense and everything is important, even if it's not. Dog. Even like small details that you overlooked, they become important, and you see it, and you're like, "That's what that was the whole time."
That's what I'm saying. That's what I
Yeah,
feel about the Zodal. But yes, thank
yeah,
you.
dog,
Read that
man,
shit. Read
man,
that shit.
man,
Read that
man,
shit.
man, Zodo. All right, I'm
All
not gonna
right,
get
bet.
into it. That's my recommendation. Go read that shit.
Shit, that's pretty fire. Damn, man. I am going to recommend, right? Give me 1 second here. The Elusive Samurai. They did show it a little that season 2 is coming for that. I am probably the only one that's gonna be excited for that. But the Elusive Samurai is ending, like manga actual rise, and like now that because the animation and studio, like they put that into it. Like I feel as though this could be season 2, where a lot more people start actually tune in. So salute to Samurai. Either read it or watch the first season of it, or just both. Whatever floats your boat. It's good though.
Both of
Mm.
them things. Listen, I have many things I want to suggest. I do. I have too much things I want to suggest. But I gotta say, just read DC this week, y'all. This is a crack cocaine week. Like unironically, crack. Can
What's
I?
coming out
I
this week?
usually. I.
Hey man,
All
we'll
right.
be on the live stream. We'll join in.
I
Yeah, for
will.
sure.
Okay. So just bear with me. I'm gonna go through all the stuff that is coming out this week. First off,
15 Wonder Woman.
we got Absolute
15.
Superman 14, the conclusion between Ra's al Ghul and Superman.
Wait, they only on
Okay.
14?
I know, right?
Wow.
So
So it
much
was
happens.
Batman, Wonder Woman, and then Superman?
Man, yeah.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Miguel, man.
Speaking of, shout out Miguel. Speaking of, this comes out the same day.
That's the one I'm buying. Like, I'm going to
I'm here
purchase it.
for it.
This comes
I
out
might hit that
tomorrow.
hole.
Oh yeah, Hump Day Hall is going to be so DC packed. It's going to be. You guys would think I get paid from DC.
Me too.
Let's not forget, DCKO All Fight Month is still coming out. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up in a second.
Load up all them images.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, before the pod, we got a live. I say live comment, but like a comment on the last pod episode. Thank you
Yeah.
for the recommendations. I was in the middle of responding to it, couldn't get to it. Now you're on the actual episode. Thank you for
Yeah.
making it all the way to the end of the recommendations, even if you
Wait,
are.
who said that? What's their name?
I can
Yeah, just
find.
shout
Give
them
me a
out.
second. Hold on, give me a second.
No problem. It's All Fight Month, so let's not forget this banger of a book that's coming out. Red Hood vs. Joker. This is coming out tomorrow. Like, there's a lot of DC stuff coming out. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
That's not all of it, though. Then we
There's more?
have oh yeah, there's more. Bro, we have the return. Martian Manhunter finally comes back.
I saw that.
Issue number 7 comes out tomorrow.
Oh, him and his wife got divorced.
That is packed.
Yeah.
His name was David Lemos 1136. Shout out to you
Hey.
on YouTube.
David Lemos, 1130. Hey,
David
shout out to
Lemos.
you, big dog. One of them
What's
ones.
up?
Appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Yeah,
That's
appreciate
right.
you. Shouts out, man.
I think that's
Shouts
the
out
first
to you.
time we even got any acknowledgement on the recommendations part of the episode too.
That means them niggas made it to the end.
From my knowledge, exactly. So
Hey,
shout out to that.
You made
man.
it. If you make it to the end of this episode, they're just surprised at the end.
Nah, I'm about to respond like live to him, like, hey, you just made this episode.
Yeah, W to you. But there's more and more in books, but I can't keep you guys here all day. I do want to say one thing before we get off. Listen, anime, manga, comics, during like my most depressed times during the holidays, I would watch podcasts like this. I would read my favorite books, and they would really help me get through the seasons, get me to the next week, get me to the next month. I hope that there's a person or a 19-year-old kid like I was that's listening to this, and it's helping them with their day like it was helping me. So thank you for watching another grand episode of Dots and Lines. Please.
Shout out to all the cunty bitches out there, man. There's gonna be a lot more representation of that on the pod. We're gonna have more representation.
Please like, share, subscribe, read more comics, be good to each other, and I'll be joining you for a live stream at some point in time. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Subtract them life points.